haven't changed much. We haven't adapted. We're not like the auto industry or the medical industry or any other industry that's really gone light years beyond what it was 50 or 100 or 500 years ago. And we're all afraid to take risks. We're in industry all together, yet we're all sitting back and thinking somebody else should do something. So we took the bull by the horns yesterday and said, okay, let's have an open discussion. And that was planned to say, what should we do? What shouldn't we do? What could we do? What are the opportunities? What are the risks? And what do we need to do to get ready for the future? Because the future is coming. And obviously other industries are facing these same challenges and are adapting to it much more so than we are right now. Part of the problem is that we sign contracts with owners that have predetermined what we're doing. And for us to try and change contract documents or change materials or change the way we do things, we obviously control our own destiny as far as methods and means, but that's all. As far as the actual build and what facilities look like, whether the buildings or bridges or treatment plants, that's been predetermined by other people that we're not party to. And that's all done before we typically get on board. So, and that's reality. Because we're an old industry and we're sitting back waiting for something to happen. There's going to be a disruptor at some point. The taxi company's a classic. I mean, they've been old and archaic for years. Uber's eating their lunch. We are going to see driverless vehicles of some kind. If I was a truck driver today, I'd be worried because in 5 years I may be unemployed, and all of us may be. So it's we don't want to be that taxi driver or that truck driver in 5 years. We want to be the Uber. We want to be the driverless vehicles, the automated vehicles, some of that. We want to be on the forefront as opposed to the background. The whole idea of contracts that are very adversarial in nature. We sign a standard STIP-sum contract. I mean, we have an owner, we have an architect, and we have a contractor. But all three have different goals. All three have different mandates and don't necessarily align. So there's certainly some movement there. I think the whole idea of digital and paperless revolution, the way we manage projects, right now we manage projects and the success of a project is largely dependent on the skill of a project manager. And we can't replicate that. Well, we must be able to. So there's ways out there, there's means out there, there's methods out there, and we just haven't explored enough of them. I think it'd be robotics of some kind. I think we do way too much manual type labor. When we lay bricks, we lay them one at a time. That's mind-boggling to me. I mentioned that 500-year-old bricklayer. 500 years ago, we laid them one at a time. We still do that today. It's so in some capacity, that kind of work has to be able to be automated in some fashion. And how that works yet, I have no idea. But I think that's certainly where it's going.